So please place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. You can close your eyes, and I'd like you to take a moment to feel your breath. Listen to your breath flowing through you. Slow down. Feel and listen to your prana, the life force of your breath, coming in and going out. It's a good way to release any concerns about what has happened or fears or what might happen in the future. Just bring yourself to this present moment with your breath. Take a deep inhale and a slow exhale. And then release your hands and place them on your thighs, please. Make sure your lower back is in and up, lengthen through your spine. And we're going to decompress the spine. Take your left hand to your right knee, fingertips behind your lower back. Prop up your spine like you might prop up your tomato plants. Turn from your belly and lengthen through your spine. Draw your right shoulder back, draw your left shoulder back. And on your inhale, lengthen. And on your exhale, deepen the twist. Home, sweet home. Isn't it great to be home? Inhale through center. Take your right hand to your left knee, fingertips behind your lower back. Lift tall, and then turn from your lower belly. Lengthen through each little vertebrae. Draw both shoulders back and lengthen right up through the top of your head. Inhale through center. We'll go back off to the first side. And again, feel your sit bones rooted down, lengthen, and then twist. Draw both shoulders back, lift your heart up. And then if you feel steady and comfortable, you can take your right hand behind you and hook it on the outside of your left thigh. You can really use your breath here to feel the lengthening of your spine on your inhale and the deepening of the twist on your exhale. And then inhale through center and off to the other side. Use your hand on your knee as leverage to help you turn from your belly. Lift up your sternum, lift up your heart. And keep your fingertips behind you to help lengthen your spine, or if you feel like you can hold that length, wrap your arm around your back and see if you can grasp onto your leg. And feel your inhales lengthen and your exhales deepen the twist. And inhale back through center. When I first started doing yoga, this is where I really noticed the power of the breath to help open and grow the yoga poses. So now, one of my favorite things to do, and I do it in a lot of these classes, but you might like it as much as I do, is I roll around on my back. I feel a lot of decompressing and cracking. I don't go to the chiropractor, by the way. I don't know if it's because I roll around on my back like this so much or not, but it just feels really good to give your back a massage. And then we're going to come back up to seated. Gonna turn around here, face this way, cross your legs the other way. The other way as you had it first time. And we are going to do some shoulder flossing. You floss your teeth, right? So let's do some shoulder flossing. So we're gonna just do one shoulder. Roll your shoulder around. Way up, way back. Just loosen up all those muscles in your shoulder and your neck. And then go the other way. Loosen it up. Those muscles moving in different ways than they've been doing most of the day. Chances are you've been like this, either looking at your computer, driving, cooking, whatever. Our lives are oriented right in front of us and our shoulders tend to round. So we're gonna roll your shoulders around. Open it up. Open up your sternum, open up your chest. The end of your day, I will roll both shoulders. It's really good to take time. This is only a 25-minute class. You deserve 25 minutes of taking care of your body, taking care of your mind. Really, slow down. It's worth it. Shrug your shoulders way away from your ears. Take the sides of your throat back and see if you can feel your sit bones rooted down and lengthen through your vertebrae. Imagine there's space between each little vertebrae. From your lumbar, your thoracic, even your cervical. And then interlace your hands behind your back. Squeeze your hands together. Maybe even the heels of your hands can come together. And then draw your shoulders back, lift your heart up. And you can even snuggle the bottom tips of your shoulder blades up behind your heart to give your heart a lift. This is so good. Most everybody loves this pose. And you can stay upright here, or you can exhale and fold forward. So I'm gonna keep my hips rooted down, stretch my spine long, keep my neck nice and long. You don't wanna dive like this. That's not as good as keeping your neck long. Keep shrugging your shoulders away from your ears, and you can lift your hands up. Hips back, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen through your spine. And then root down through your hips and come on up. And then release your hands. Oh, it feels so good to open this up, the opposite of what you've been doing all day. Let's do it one more time. Stretch your arms out, thumbs down, and then back. Now, interlace your hands the opposite way, the other index finger on top. Get the heels of your hands together, curl your shoulders up and back, squeeze your hands together and take your hands away from you, shoulders away from your neck. You can stay upright here, tone your belly muscles and just move around. You can move side to side. Should feel really good. Yoga's always supposed to feel really good. If something hurts, please stop immediately. And then squeeze your belly. Keep shrugging your shoulders away from your ears, neck long, and stretch forward if you'd like. Slow, deep breathing. And then press down into your hips. Come on up. And release your arms. You could turn your palms up in a gesture of receiving. You've been working, you've been giving all day. Your hands down, you've been giving. Now you can receive the gift of being present with your body and your breath. Let's do some neck stretches. So sit tall, shrug your shoulders away from your ears, so you want to feel a lot of space in your neck. And then take your earlobe towards your shoulder. Try not to go like this. Show your shoulders away. Just take your earlobe towards your shoulder. And feel the long side of your neck relaxing on the exhale. try it. Inhale up. And take your other earlobe towards your other shoulder. And the body can relax on the exhale. Let the long side of your neck stretch out, release, let go. Come back up through center. Now this time, we're going to stretch up through our spine, up through our right arm, up, 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 and place the hand to the side of your head. And then same thing, take your earlobe towards your shoulder. It's going to be more of a dynamic stretch. I want you to press your hand up into your head. Your hand into your head and your head into your hand. And then feel your body relax on the exhale. Inhale up. And stretch tall. Stretch up through your left arm. And hand to the side of your head. Press your head into your hand, It's nice to give your neck a little love. It's a big job it does, holding up that 8 to 10 to 12 pounds of head all day long. Right? Shoulders shrugging away from the So let's get into the bottom half of the body a little bit here. We are going to stretch out the hips. So what we're going to do is we will kneel and snuggle one leg in behind the other. One knee in, take your feet wide, or you can take your feet together. And then you can put this block back behind you. And come on your fingertips here. Squeeze your inner thighs together and you can start leaning back. You can sit on a block if you'd like. Maybe that's enough for you, just like this. Nice hip stretch. You could squeeze your inner thighs together to get a little bit more out of it. Now maybe your hips are more open and maybe you need to come down to sit in between your feet to feel a stretch. So you do where it feels good. Nice stretch. And then you can stay right here, or even to deepen it, you can stretch yourself out. Longhorn pose. Take your belly button back to your spine and lengthen. Oh man, does that feel good? Stretching out those outer hips. Slowly walk yourself up. We'll come up to our knees and our hands and change sides. Snuggle your right knee in behind your left. Take your feet apart and you can sit back. As much as comfortable, you can sit on one block or two, or you can sit right on down in between your feet. Now, if you're staying up and you're not forward folding, you can place your hands on your feet and give yourself a little evening foot massage. Massage your feet. Take care of yourself at the end of your day so you have a good night's sleep. And if you have troubles falling asleep, we have a yoga for restful sleep class for you. Check it out at yogaforhealthandjoy.com. And we are going to come back up to all fours. Now we're going to do a pose that's called Virasana, also known as hero pose. And everybody's body's different. Some people this pose is really easy. Some people it's much more challenging. So I'm going to do it facing you. So you sit down. I'm sitting on my feet, Or if you can take your feet out, sit down in between your feet or on a block, right? Look at your feet, make sure your toes are spread nice and wide. You can even take them apart manually, press the tops of your feet down, scoop your tailbone down, lift tall, hero pose. And you can stay on the block, or if you can come down in between and sit comfortably, please do so. And here's a nice little trick, is pick up one knee a little bit and get a hold of all your skin and any muscles you can get, move them back. And then pick up the other one, back, and stretch tall. You can stay right here, sitting on your block or sitting in between your legs, or you start leaning back. And energetically, you're scooping your tailbone down toward your heels. You can lean back to your forearms like this, or perhaps you can lean all the way back. And you can stretch your arms out, out, out. Supta Virasana. This is such a nice stretch for the hips, for the internal organs. Lengthen and stretch longer. You can hook your thumbs together. It helps you get a little leverage to squeeze your arms, press your hips down toward your heels, and lengthen. And then you can slowly bring your hands down. You can stay here for 2 minutes if you'd like, up to 2 minutes. But we're going to come out for now to show you some other ones. You can pause if you'd like. So to come out of this pose, you want to come straight up through center. And then I'm going to turn around on the mat for a Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog pose. You want to get the blood back into your feet. So. Knees up, hips up, downward facing dog. And we can do what you say, walk your dog. Bend one leg, then the other. Walk it. Slow and easy. There's no hurry. You're home now. And you can walk your hands back up to your feet. Place your hands on your hips. Draw your shoulders on your back and root down through your legs and slowly come on up. And then you might want to get yourself a blanket off of your chair, off your bed, off your couch. Because I want you to sit on a blanket. So I'm going to set this back down here. And then you're going to get your sit bones on the edge of the blanket. And we're going to take Baddha Konasana. But the key here is I'd like you to do is sit bones on the blanket and scoot yourself forward. And by being up a little bit, it's easier to let your hips fall down and open. You can hold on here. And then if you have a block, if you have 2 blocks, you can put these blocks underneath your knees for a little extra support if you'd like. And you can adjust them out. Maybe you're like this, and you can put the blocks like that. So yoga is a journey. We want to keep doing it as long as we live. And I hope you tune back in, because I plan on teaching yoga when I'm 95. I'm going to teach for many, 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 many more years. I'm going to keep practicing, teaching, learning, sharing the gifts of yoga as our self-care practice. I'm going to take these out, hold on to my feet, take my feet in a little closer, and then lean to the left, get a hold of your sit bone and any glute muscles you got, take it back. Lean to the right, get a hold of your sit bones, take it back. Yeah, lift your belly up, stretch tall. And then when I teach little kids, we say it's a butterfly. So you can take your knees up and down. We don't do like this, we use our muscles to take them down, open up these inner thighs. That hardly ever happens. So you can stay upright or take your belly button to your spine and extend long, long, long. And then if you want, you can round, fold forward. You can keep pulsing your knees down. And then slowly come on. And take your hands to the edges of your knees to bring your knees back up. Okay. And then we're going to sit cross-legged again. Actually, no, I apologize. We're going to extend our legs long. And you're still on the blanket on the edge. And you see when you're on the edge of the blanket, your thighs can fall down, which is what you want. And then you want to have your lower back in and up. Lengthen tall. And now we're going to do a pose, Upavista Konasana. So take the legs wide, wide, wide. And you can get a hold of your inner thighs, spin them back. This makes all the difference in the world. It really helps get it open. And then fingertips down, lengthen. So you want to have your kneecaps straight up and toes straight up, shoulders back. This is a pose just like this. Or if you'd like, you can start hinging at your hips, fingertips down, hands down on something to ground yourself, and then start lengthening. Upavista Konasana. And then energetically, you're hugging your shins in and you're taking your inner thighs apart. And one day, maybe when I'm 95, I hope to be able to get my chest down. Down, down, down. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but I'm having fun in the process. Slowly come up. This is a really nice pose to do at the end of the day. Not sure why, but it just feels good to open it up. And then to bring your legs back, take your hands underneath your knees to lift your legs back up. Good. And then stretch your legs long. Still sitting on the edge of your blanket. You know, our lower backs tend to collapse most of the day in these comfortable chairs and cars we have. Round, round, round. It's not a good scenario. So we want to get the lower back in and up. Kneecaps straight up and toes straight up. Root your right thigh down, let your left leg fall out. And then take your left foot back in your groin area. And slide your hands down your leg. Stretch out. As long as your thigh's rooted down, you can keep walking your hand out. If your thigh lifts up, you know you've gone to your perfect edge. You stop right there and breathe. And patiently wait for those muscles to open. And then slowly walk yourself back up. Take your other leg out. Root it down, flare those toes, and then let the opposite leg fall out. And take that foot back in your groin area, and you're at 45 degrees. Often you have to adjust this a few times. And actually your torso's facing this way, so when you turn out over your straight leg, it's a slight twist, which is good for your digestion. Whether you had your dinner before or after, it's only a slight twist, so it's really good. And then walk your hands down your leg. Lengthen your spine. Inhale long. Exhale your thigh down. And then slowly walk yourself up. And then take both legs out, still sitting on the edge of your blanket. Paschimottanasana. Forward folds are more introverted, more calming. thighs are rooting. It's great to do at the end of your day. Unwind with evening yoga class. Press your thighs down, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And then if you'd like, you can round. And then root your legs down, walk yourself up. And please cross your legs again. And let's end this class where we began, with one hand on your heart, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. See if you can lift up through your spine, lift up through your heart, and keep it full as you do slow, even breathing. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your evening and a very restful night's sleep. From my heart to your heart, namaste.